I am a volunteer lifesaver in training, and that's to do with school. So I train with school lifesaving 5 periods a week, so that's nearly five hours a week now, getting next year, and that's my main role. But I also do other things in sports clubs. The Why Volunteer program is a lifesaver itself because it encourages people to become volunteers in our community, and in turn that helps us as youth to help other youths.
I think once we take a step back around the way we think about volunteering for young people, we start to acknowledge, I think, that young people contribute in lots of different ways. So, for example, youth participation groups, so freezer committees or SRCs, or think about that if you can create a connection for somebody and they really are invested, they will either continue to manage it as best they can or they'll stop and they will come back later.
And there's a core of young people who are interested in volunteering, who are interested in giving something back, but we need to start getting on board now and start engaging.
They teach me how to get along with people, like communication skills as well, and how to help people in bad situations, I guess.
I think if you can be a successful volunteer, then it's something you can personally say that makes you feel good inside. I think also giving other people a chance at something, it's just an overwhelming feeling.
I started going to some of the activities and participating in some of the events, and as I got a little bit older and I started to know some of the people and started to form friendships, I started to take on more of a leadership role, and I really enjoyed it, so I kept going. And I participated in some of the activities, and it sort of progressed from there, meeting the community and meeting the people who were part of it and making friends. I would say I've become more collaborative and probably gained more confidence.
Working in with the Warrnambool City Youth Council in a subcommittee that's looking at drug and alcohol abuse and peer mentoring programs with that, and also going around to schools and talking to the students about like why they shouldn't get involved with drugs and alcohol, because like we feel that teenagers respond better to people their own age than they do to adults, and it's really an issue that we want to kind of put a cap on, and we really want the kids to know that it's not a safe, healthy lifestyle, that people think it's fun and it's really not worth it. It's a pretty big issue in a lot of cities. I think Warrnambool, it's got a big issue, but luckily there are places like Brophy and people that want to help. So the ones that are generally going down that lifestyle are eventually seeing that it's not right and needing help, but it is a fairly big issue.
You have to do it. Take the dive in because you get so many benefits out of it.
I'd say give it a go, because you're never going to know unless you try it. And secondly, my piece of advice would be to commit.
Volunteering is a chance for young people to get involved and to connect with older generations and have a say in what's going on around them, which I think is really important in a smaller community, because sometimes you do feel a bit detached.
Why volunteer? Why not?
Why volunteer? Why not?